Just when you thought you can take from me, and still learning to take notes correctly, I be the class you can't sesh in. A fan of college rule, I never been. I create flat lines with my pen that get underneath your skin like ink poisoning, cause I bleed poison them. And since my pen not limited to paper, it requires that you listen. So don't speak over me. I said don't speak over me. I couldn't give that sort of privilege to my intrusive thoughts, so you will not be intruding in on my thoughts. This fever be a sore throat chakra, and poetry be my muse next. No doubt I'll be your muse next, in case you were looking for a cure for those conversations in your chest disguised as congestion. It's not a suggestion when they say no better, so you can do better. This is the part where I introduce myself. I'm better, like better competition ought to be jealous. I'm referring to my reflection, so in case you took offense, you just lost without my permission. See, that's the difference. We don't have any differences, but the ones that's got you making comparisons. We share nothing but the exception that we both mind the business that pays me. Perhaps your insecurities seem prettier with my face on them, but don't confuse it for the real nemesis, the ego, trying to mimic this for lack of knowing one's own. And since I was never looking down, never feared being dethroned, and who's to say you needed my help anyway when you can humble you on your own? I could lower my tone, but I'm too busy making love to the microphone, so why would I micro my tone? I guess you can say I love the sound of my own voice. And I make listening to it short of a choice. I'd say if I was you, I'd hate me too, but I've been there enough times to make you look like practice. I'm not a stranger to malice. I can do bad all by my own. You couldn't beat me, even at being my worst enemy, so I could be the company to your misery, Jack to your Jill, but we don't sync together. I'd rather be alone at the top. They say your life is always moving in the direction of your thoughts, so I think of you as a reminder of what looking back looks like, so I remember that I'm not going that way. Your name sound like mine mispronounced. It don't carry much weight. Trying to forge my poetic signature won't lever yours to my level. The gall to use me as a crutch and not acknowledge you're broken. The truth has spoken, and every time I rooster, I get a rise out of those who've been sleeping on me, but it's always a good morning. Mourning those who've made my pen their deathbed. They say the tongue holds power of life and death, but so does my hand, and I do it in silence. I could have been doing shadow work if it weren't for you doing my shadow's work, clocking me in overtime. Missed the light in front of your own avatar so you could hide beneath mine. I don't take turns, but I take turns because I don't like sharing what has always been mine, so consider it a privilege when I'm sharing my mind. This is a safe space. I have harmony for an army. My revenge is my peace. Yours results in two graves. One for that ego disease. It's a contagious disease. Projecting your dis-ease onto others. I know a shadow when I see one, but yours can't copy my work. Woo!